strawberries are ready. I've split some wood. I have a bunch of firewood in the house, a couple days worth. I've had my fried eggs and toast. I've had my hot tea. I've made a fire. I've warmed myself up, and I'm ready to sit back down and continue spring in Stardew Valley. I did pass out last night. I had leveled up fishing, I think it was. So we did get billed 200 gold. That's fine. We still have enough to go buy the fiberglass rod from Willie today. Oh, thank you, Emma. Thank you. I just did a super quick free avatar maker online. Like I said, it's a labor of love. I'm going to chip away at it as the days go by. I'm going to be very slow at it, but it will come. So I'm ready to harvest my strawberries and hope that I gain a farming level here. Also hope that the farming level gets me access to quality sprinklers. Yes. Alright. Nice experience harvesting all these strawberries. I've had my fire, I've had my tea. I'm all toasty warm and settling in for another couple days in Stardew Valley. Gonna go get the fiberglass fishing rod, I think. And big surprise, probably do some more fishing. Not a ton of fishing today because most of my day is going to be watering these crops. Alright. I am going to look at the wiki. I should have done that before I started to make sure that I'm going to get another harvest of strawberries. Yes, it's every 4 days after. So the 25th I will get a second harvest of strawberries. So I'm just going to sell all of this. And out of the second harvest, we're going to keep maybe 60 to start the greenhouse with once we get it. Although I might prefer blueberries for the greenhouse. No, strawberries is way better. Strawberries is way more money, and that's what we're going for. So these are all going in the bin. I'm keeping the sardines. Don't make that mistake again. Keeping the sardines. I need to get that fishing rod, and I also need to harvest potatoes here. So I'm going to really hope that these potatoes come ripe before we get another rainy day in spring. Okay. And what are we going to do? Throw that in there. And maybe we'll go down the mines. What do we have here? We don't have much. I could make one more furnace, which I think is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make one more furnace. And that leaves me with no ore. So I think it is probably best if I head to the mines today. So I will go to Willie's, buy a new pole. We'll put those in there. The thing is, if I'm going to the mines, I am going to need some energy food, and I did not keep any of that stuff. because I was planning on fishing instead. So I tell you what I'm going to do. Pull those strawberries back out. 50 energy each. That's about the best thing that I've had here. Let's keep 15 of those. Okay. And we will go... Oh, I didn't even water my crops. Oh my goodness. That's going to take me half the day. Okay. Here we go. Starting in the middle. We're going to do the strangest of watering patterns. We're just going to go right down the middle and end up at the pond to refill the watering can. I'm really looking forward to this farming leveling up overnight so that I can make quality sprinklers. I really hope that the level 6 farming is what I needed for that. I don't have a lot of gold bars right now. Hey birds. Hey birds. Need more water. The birds can be pretty unchill with each other sometimes. They don't always share well. They're very much like siblings. They fight and they love each other and they stick up for each other all the time. This is going to take me into the afternoon to get all these plants watered. But I do want to get down into the mines and get further. I haven't gotten very far in the mines. Been spending so much time fishing for money. Which has definitely paid off. I've got my axe in the shop. I've got the copper pickaxe here. I need to look in the chest and see how many steel bars. Excuse me. How many steel bars I have. Okay, you guys, I'll have to put you back in the other room if you're going to be noisy. I'm trying to be chill. Alright, where was I? Here I am. That's one full energy bar for watering. I might as well eat a few of those. I know I'm going to use it. The strawberries are definitely an upgrade from the forageables and the fish. I will say that. 50 energy for a base strawberry. Okay, I'm probably going to have to put the birds back in the other room. Let me just finish watering this. So close. Almost there. Alright. That seems to be everything. All of the rice is also done. It's going to be a little bit of experience, but nothing really special. Not a huge fan of rice other than the fact that it doesn't need to be watered. In real life, I am a huge fan of rice. I love rice. I make it with almost every meal. Alright, those are back. And I'm just going to put the birds in the other room real quick. Alright, the birds have been put in the other room so that they may entertain themselves by the fireplace. Alright, so I mean, look at this. I can just buy rice from Pierre once I want to start cooking with rice. I don't really see the point in this. But it was free. I paid nothing for that. Oh, I do want to water the dog. Love you, bud. Alright. Off to get a fishing rod, and then to maybe spend a couple hours in the mines. We'll need iron and gold. I'm nowhere close to the gold. I think I may only be on floor 30 of the mine. 27. So I'm starting from 25. So it's going to take me a while. That's why I wanted to kind of wait until I had gotten at least the copper pickaxe to start going deeper into the mine. I want to keep these corals. I can sell the clams, but I'm going to need more coral for the bait maker recipe. What's up, Elliot? So far it is. So far it is. Alright, let's have a look. Deluxe bait is 100 apiece. That is a bit steep. Regular bait is going to be good enough. Alright, yeah, the iridium rod is 7,500. I don't think I can wait for the iridium rod. I think I really have to just get the fiberglass rod now. And just get regular bait now. And if I get the chance, look at that, 1 gold. If I get the chance, I can upgrade that as soon as possible. Because catching the legend with the iridium rod and a cork bobber is going to be so much easier. You know, I haven't talked to Maru much. I haven't talked to anyone much. I've been so busy farming. And today's no exception. There's no way with 156 gold that I can afford anything at the bookseller. Hey Carolyn, what's up? Yeah, see this? Zero hearts. I do feel like the new recipe for the tea saplings has definitely reduced the opportunity cost of trying to abuse the tea saplings for profit. It's not nearly as profitable now, much harder to make. Alright. Oh my goodness, I really just did that. I came to the mines without a sword. Okay, so I guess we're going to do some foraging. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, we can go. How long do wild seeds take? Is it 4 days? 7 days. So no, I am not making any more spring seeds. Okay, that's 2. I'm pretty sure we need 3 for the bait maker. Yes, we do. And then we need hardwood for the worm bin. Okay. Is it worth going back? I don't think so. I don't think it is. So, and I don't have my axe on me at the moment. That's in the shop. So I think I just kind of do some farm clearing. That's not a bad plan. I'm going to save these mixed seeds. I'm not going to plant them now. A good portion of the things that could grow wouldn't be able to finish before the season was over. Let's see. I'm not even sure if the copper axe can hit that. No, it cannot. But it's still worth just clearing this out. I don't need any or want any grass. So I'm going to save all the mixed seeds I find for summer and just continue clearing this for now. And maybe sometime during summer I will get the farm completely cleared out. I think it's not a terribly unrealistic goal. I appreciate you joining me, Emma. I'm just talking to myself over here. probably be heading back to bed pretty soon. I'll just use up whatever energy I have left. And work my way back to the house. One more. Oh, I can do more than one more. Okay, that's it. I missed. Oops. Oops, I missed. Alright, so we got 2 mixed seeds out of that. Not bad, not great either. Gonna grab our watering can for tomorrow. Thankfully we kept those strawberries. And we're gonna head to bed. Good night, bud. Oh. An explosion was heard in the night. Does that mean I got a meteorite? Level 6 farming, quality sprinkler, there we go. Level 7 farming, we got 2 levels of farming yesterday. Okay, that's good. Watering can proficiency is good. It means we'll use less energy to water the crops, and we got 22,000 gold from those strawberries. That is good. That's great news. Okay, so as it turns out, we did waste 1,800 gold yesterday on that fiberglass rod. I had no idea that the strawberries were going to bring that much money. That's amazing. Okay, we've got, alright, and we've got our potatoes. So what we need to do now is, of course, as usual, we need to water all these crops. And then we can make a cookout kit and make our dish of the sea so that we are ready for a rainy day in these. Oh, come on, I just watered the same spot 3 times. As soon as a rainy day comes, then we'll just grab our dish of the sea and head to the mountain lake and hopefully have a chance at the legend. I'm going to head down to Willie's and get the iridium rod and a cork bobber or 2 to make absolutely certain that I have a cork bobber on there. I don't think the trap bobber works very well for legendary fish, but the cork bobber significantly enlarges the fishing bar, which makes it much easier to catch. So what's that? 45 energy for a gold potato. I'll just do the strawberries. And also, we can have a look. I'm not sure if I only have 1 gold bar or more than 1 gold bar, but we can get a quality sprinkler set up right now. And that's, I mean, it's not a lot, but it's 8 less spots that I'll have to water tomorrow. better than nothing. I find myself saying that a lot. It's better than nothing. It's true. It might not be perfect and it might not be great, but it sure as heck is better than nothing. Might not even be good, but better than nothing. Every sprinkler that we can put in here is going to save us energy, water out of our watering can, less refills, and I don't know if it's most importantly or it's very important, but time. It's been taking us until around noon every day to water these crops. And we've had to constantly search for ways to keep our energy up while also making money. But that strawberry sale was a big deal. I'm gonna have one more sale like that this spring. Alright. Alright, we're all watered for today. It is 12 o'clock. We'll just throw those potatoes in there. We can make 3. So we only really need 3 potatoes. Let me just throw a few of them back in the bin. That's enough strawberries to get me to the next harvest, so I'm going to keep the strawberries, sell the potatoes. Alright, we're done with the watering. I'll take that with me. Take that with me and take that with me, and we'll go down to the mines. See, bring my sword this time. And this we'll remove the bait from, because we're going to get rid of that. Okay, let's see. I have 3 gold bars. Iron bar, gold bar, refined quartz. I have no refined quartz. Okay, so when I come back this evening, I can make the sprinklers and start setting them up. At least 3 sprinklers. Might as well throw one of those down my gullet. It's a good season to start thinking about gardening. Buddy, I've been doing that since day 1. That was, whoops, I'm lost. That was 20 days ago. Usually what I'll do is the first year I don't really bother with friendships. Really at all. I generally like to wait until I have the greenhouse, and then I'll throw either pomegranates or peaches in the greenhouse because no one dislikes those. Everyone at least likes them. Almost no one loves them. Elliot loves pomegranates. Someone loves peaches. And so I just carry around a stack of fruit, and everybody gets one. You get a pomegranate. You get a pomegranate. Everybody gets a pomegranate. That's interesting that Willie won't buy his rod back. Okay, are we gonna... I tell you what. I don't really want to pay for this deluxe bait right now. It's just too much. It's just too much. What we'll probably do is we'll make a couple bait makers. After this summer green rain event, upgrade them to deluxe bait makers. And that'll be how we do that. I am definitely going to buy some more bait, though, to make sure that I have plenty. Fish to escape slower when you aren't reeling them in versus a cork bobber. Okay, maybe the trap bobber is the way to go. Oh, it was the barbed hook that works best on slow fish. Okay, so the trap bobber probably is the way to go here. So let's get 3 of those to make sure they last me all day. Okay, and we're going to throw that on there. And we're going to get rid of that fiberglass rod. So now we're fully equipped to tackle the legend. Once we make those Dish of the Seas, we need to make a cookout kit and make the Dish of the Seas tonight. We'll come back, we'll make the quality sprinklers, and we'll make the Dish of the Sea. I didn't really want that trash. I could definitely make a couple recycling machines. They come in really handy once you start doing crab pots. I don't really have any plans to do crab pots on this farm. Alright, we've got everything. We've got energy, we've got a pickaxe, we've got our insect head sword. And we are ready. Oh, and it is so much easier now. Now that we have this sword. And right now we're focused solely on advancing in the dungeon. We do want ores, but I don't think that copper is really what we need right now. It would probably be silly to pass up a bunch of it in plain sight, though. So we're just gonna focus on progression right now. Ooh, one-shotting these little guys with their cousin's head. It's a bit morbid. Some free coal is always welcome. Okay, I should probably start. How about that? This must be a very good luck day because I'm getting these staircases very easily. Okay. Ugh, my least favorite floors. Wow, that is a lot of copper. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do that. Alright, we leveled up mining. you'll see there's two quests that I'm never going to do. I'm not going to investigate the community center, and I'm not going to build a coop. That's just part of this run. Not going to be doing those things. Boy, I couldn't even see him. Okay, I do want that quartz, because the quartz is an ingredient of the quality sprinklers. And it's definitely going to take some time before I get to full Skull Cavern runs. So I'm going to need a lot of quality sprinklers. Once I can get rich enough to be doing deep dives in the Skull Caverns, then the iridium, at that point will have more iridium than I need after just one good deep dive in the Skull Caverns. And then it becomes a battery pack shortage at that point. You get squeezed for battery packs for the iridium sprinklers. Okay. Just trying to go deeper here. We really want to get to floor 80 for the gold, but floor 40 for the iron is going to be enough. I do want to make those sprinklers tonight, so I'm just really focused on trying to go down. Hit every rock, kill every opponent, kill every monster. There we go. Okay, I am not a slingshot user, so that thing is going straight in the bin. I do not use the slingshot at all. And we are going to walk back to the farm and make a couple quality sprinklers and hopefully cook a couple Dish of the Seas so that we're ready for any rainy day. Not bad, from 25 to 40 in the mines in an evening. Okay. We're just going to throw everything in there and then pull back out what we need. Okay, we need the gold bars, the iron bars, and the refined quartz. And we might as well throw some more quartz in. Okay, we've got 3 quality sprinklers. It's a good start. It's a good start. And I'm at level 40, so I can just farm iron. I can just farm iron ore to start upgrading my tools. Oh, that's right, the axe was done. Okay, so there, and there. Beautiful. 24 spaces that I don't have to water. Okay. So now, what is the cookout kit? Wood, fiber, and coal. Wood, fiber, and coal. Make a cookout kit. And then we'll get our potatoes, and our sardines, and our oil. Okay. Hash browns. Dish of the sea. Okay, it definitely does not last a whole day. I probably should have stopped in at Pierre's for more oil. But by the time I'm done watering stuff, I think it should last the afternoon and evening. Okay, so, well, we'll put that back as well. We're 100% ready. The iridium rod with bait and a trap bobber, dish of the sea. 100% ready to go after the legend. Okay. So we'll just water. It's a shame that that's all I'm going to get done on that, but it's well worth it. Love you, bud. Good night. Miner's treat. I don't think I've ever made one other than to complete the cooking achievement. Alright, keep in mind our axe is ready. It's just not terribly important. We'll need more gold before we can make more sprinklers, so we do need to get down to floor 80. Hey Gianna, it's going well. Harvested the strawberries, made tons of money selling them. Upgraded, I'm ready to try to catch the legend here. As soon as it rains, I've got my iridium rod with bait and a trap bobber. I made my dish of the seas so that I can be over level 10 fishing. I'm currently level 8, so with the dish of the sea that'll be 11. And I can get the legend on the line, hopefully. Not much right now. I'm very chill, right? Playing single player games. So I've played other games plenty, and I still do. But Stardew is kind of where it's at for me right now. Very relaxing. Not very stressful. Alright, what are we doing with all of this forage? Yeah, I mean, I still play Diablo 1. I still play Diablo 2. Hey, Frederick. What's up, guys? I'm good. I'm golden. I'm doing great. It's nice and warm in here. I've chopped some firewood. I've made a fire. I've got a hot cup of tea. Playing some Stardew Valley. Had my first strawberry harvest of the year. Ready to do some fishing for the legend once it rains. Right now, I'm just thinking what to do with all this forage. I think what I'm actually going to do with all this forage is make another chest. Specifically for forage. I've played a lot of games over the years, guys. Diablo 1, Diablo 2, Path of Exile, those are all great games. The Civilizations, I've played them since the very beginning. Civilization, Sid Meier's Civilization. It was a wonderful game. SimCities. I remember when SimCity 2000 came out. That was a wonderful game. What do you want to ask me, Gianna? Go ahead. Alright, we're just going to be watering crops here. It's mean, there's no decorations. There is a reason. The reason is that it's only been a little over 24 hours since I created this channel. It's been less than 36 hours since I created this channel. And so I have upgraded it a little bit. I made myself a profile picture and a banner. I put my social links to the YouTube and Discord in the bio. And if I do continue to stream every day, I will continue to upgrade the channel a little bit at a time, every day. Yeah, no, I'm not looking to pay anyone for graphic design right now. I appreciate the offer though. I'm just chilling out. This is not a business plan, it's just a mild hobby. I like chill, relaxing games. So what I've been doing is I have the VODs on, so the videos are able to be watched afterwards, and I'm uploading them to YouTube as well, so that the videos can be watched. Quite frankly, I think these stream videos are best used to go to sleep. There's not going to be anything flashy. There's not going to be anything exciting. Definitely just nap time material here. Of me watering crops for half a day every day. And just solving little problems here and there. Right now I've solved the problem of being ready to fight the legend if it rains again this spring. My first goal was to get all these strawberries in the ground. I did that. So now I'm trying to progress in the mines to be able to keep making these quality sprinklers to make my life so much easier, so that I don't have to water all morning. Because this is the part that I don't enjoy. It's maybe a little too monotonous. Maybe it's too chill. Maybe it's too relaxed. Can that be? Can that exist? Can something be too chill and too relaxed? I mean, I've seen people talk about a game called Power Wash Simulator, so I think maybe there is an audience for things that are too chill and too relaxed. Okay. So I think now we are just going back to the mine. back to the mine to progress downwards further, going after gold. Iron and gold. I'm at level 40 now, so I can farm iron as much as I want. What I need is gold to make these sprinklers. So I'm going to check my mail. Yep, I was on the paper. I was in the paper. Thanks, Mom. Whoop. Oh, the flower dance is tomorrow. You know, I'm sorry, but this first year, I might be too busy. This first year. We're gonna go collect our axe and then go to the mine. What's up, Penny? Where are they? If you're tutoring them today, where have they gone? Yay! Alright, and I tell you what, we have 15,000 gold. We might as well go ahead and buy our membership. I mean, we did meet when you came in and stole all of Pierre's customers. Okay. If anyone else joined up, they turn the community center into a warehouse. If you become a JoJo member, the community center will become a warehouse. You'll no longer be able to refurbish it. So it's a no take-backs kind of thing here. Okay. What's canola oil? Okay, here we go. What do they have for sale? Parsnip seeds, exactly the same price as Pierre's. Potato seeds, exactly the same price as Pierre's. It seems that everything is the same price as Pierre's. That does not seem like a discount grocery store. I thought it was supposed to be a discount grocery store. I just paid 5,000 gold for a membership. And it's not cheaper than Pierre's. Seems a little sketchy to me. I have not, Linus. I'm very proud of you, buddy. Is there any more iron over there? Just a little bit, not enough. Not enough to really make it worth it. Oh my goodness, look at all these dust sprites. I am definitely doing that. Okay. So many dust sprites. Okay, there is some iron there. Oh my goodness. Those slimes really get me. Alright. I can keep moving. We need to find our way down to the gold, which I think is 60, but it might be 80. There's a coffee bean. Alright. Just trying to find staircases right now. I think it might be prudent to go ahead and upgrade the pickaxe. Having to do 2 swings on each rock is not great. So yeah, I think we should probably take a break from the mines to upgrade the pickaxe so that we can progress faster. Take a couple days to chop some trees while I have my axe. There's some quartz. I want as much quartz as I can get. No. Because quartz is an ingredient in quality sprinklers. And the quality sprinklers are going to be my quality of life going forward. Alright. Every day I have to spend about half of the day and 2 full energy bars just watering the crops that I have. So it's a good investment to make a bunch of quality sprinklers. Saves a lot of time, a lot of energy. And a lot of money because I have to keep eating these strawberries. Every strawberry I eat is 100 less gold in my pocket. Alright, it's a bit late for the carrot seeds. Actually, it's not. It's not late for the carrot seeds. They only take 3 days. And then that's it for this level. Now the glass, these crystals, you can break them. They have a chance, a very small chance, of giving you a refined quartz. I've only gotten a few in all of the ones that I've broken. Alright, there's 50. And we got a boots upgrade. It's only a minor upgrade. Very minor upgrade. It is 8:50 p.m., so we're probably not getting anywhere else. I'll just get what I can. Oh, there's a star. There's a special slime. What do we get? A wood mallet. I don't think that's better. Right, and a combat level. That's a level 3 club. The insect head is definitely better than that. Okay, there's no more iron. So I'm just going to leave now. I'm never getting to 55 tonight, so there's not much point going further. I might as well walk home. Although I guess I did level up. I did level up, so I might get another 5 levels here. And I've got these crystal fruit. Heck, why not? Let's go. Probably get some more crystal fruit, or oh no, I didn't. I don't have my hoe with me. It's not looking great. Usually this is going to have stairs at the end, yes. Alright. Oh, what incredible luck. Alright, so now we only need to get, and there's the stairs, we only need to get one more level. This is a diamond, I'm pretty sure. That's a lot of experience. Okay, there was 55. Oh, that's nice. He just dropped a refined quartz. I think I'm not going to use any more. I think we're going to save these. I'm just going to go ahead and pass out. Made it to 55. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Hey, what's up, Frederick? Digital streamer still do make stuff for friends sometimes. Yeah, I'm not at the stage of streaming where I'm gonna pay anyone to do graphic design. I appreciate it though. This is a very strange sell. Yeah, no, I'm just getting started into this. I'm very much just focused on learning how the platform even works. 3 combat, level 4 mining. Okay, cool. Radish salad. Learned how to cook radish salad. Alright, alright. Definitely got a lot of mining related stuff. I can just throw this away. Whoops. Automod queue. Alright, we're gonna toss that mallet. Throw those in there. Throw these in here. Coffee beans too. I'm just gonna keep these cave carrots handy. At least these forageables are edible. So if I do, at least I'm no longer in danger of running out of energy. I've got plenty of stored up energy here. So now it's just a matter of making these sprinklers. I need to get down to the gold floors. Okay, and that'll be enough. Once that's done, that will be enough to make the steel pickaxe. Tell you what, I might as well plant those carrots. It's just 2 and they only take 3 days. So I might as well, right? I might as well plant them. Hey, bud. Nice to see you down here in the strawberries. Yeah, I feel like everyone, I'm here, I'm starting a streaming channel, and everyone that's watching, quote unquote, is really just trying to sell me graphic design services. It's an interesting timeline that we live in, isn't it? Alright, let's refill this. I haven't had to eat anything yet. Man, those sprinklers are really nice. And it's even before 10 o'clock. Alright. So, what are we doing? We're taking our pickaxe in. I want to get that upgraded so I can go deeper into the mine. So we're taking our pickaxe in and we'll start chopping these stumps up. Yeah, we'll start chopping these stumps up. We're going to want this money. I'm farming 7. I think is it farming 9 when we get the seed maker recipe? Excuse me. Because I'm going to want to get that greenhouse up and running as soon as possible. So, definitely waiting for this rainy day to just spend all day fishing. I can't spare the iron bars right now. I mean, I guess I could. I'll just throw these in here and the iron bars will be ready when I come back. Right, so I'm not going down to the mine. I'm leaving the pickaxe behind. To get it upgraded. So I'm just coming back to the farm today. Okay, cool. Oof, 1,000 gold to pass out in the mine. Maybe that was a mistake. That was an expensive pass out. I'm not really worried about the foraging here. Hey Jazz, what's up? Good for you, good girl. Do not talk to strangers. It's locked. It's locked? Oh, today's the flower dance. Man, see, I even knew that. It's even announced it. Okay, so we're not dropping off our pickaxe today. It's funny because Abigail's right there. Oh, and look at Jody and Sam are right here. New song should be about. Ooh, burn. Let's do that. That is just such a rude answer. Doesn't matter what the song will be about, it's still gonna be a horrible song. That is horrible. What a horrible thing to say. Alright, well, since I'm already back here again, throw some more stuff in the furnaces and start chopping. We want to start where we are now. I don't think I can do the big ones with a copper pickaxe. I can. That's really good news. Alright. Kind of just biding my time right now. I was hoping I would get some rain. Now that I am ready for rain, I'm ready to try to fight the legend. So I'm ready for that rain. I mean, I'm theoretically ready, right? But the actual fight itself is a whole different story. I'm gonna need my scythe over here. No grass on this farm. I don't need or want grass on this farm. keeping animals other than chilling Junior up there. It's a shame that if you don't have a silo, cutting grass gives you nothing. I could sell hay off the ground, you know? I don't have to store it. First of all, you don't store hay in a silo, but, you know, it doesn't have to be stored first. Alright. Since we have both of our tools, we might as well use them. Tell you what I'll do though, I'll swap out these cave carrots and crystal fruits for some of the spring forageables, because I'm just not going to need those again for a while. I've got a bunch of daffodils. 25 each. These are 40 each, but they are harder to find. Let's do a couple of those. What do we got? 2, 6. So 4, 6. Can't eat daffodils. 6. Oh, that's 10, 11. 10, 11. Let's say 10. 10, 10, 10. Okay, so when spring comes back around, I'll be able to plant 100 wild seeds immediately. And in the meantime, I can hold on to all of this and use it. What am I doing? And use it for energy, okay? So while we're here, we can make some more bars and clear up the farm. I've got plenty of energy to spend to just clear up the farm until tomorrow. Let me give my dog some water. Here you go. There you go, little Chillin' Junior. Have a drink. Love you, bud. I think I will clear this area up here. I'll probably go here with my next crops. Or maybe it should be here, closer to the pond I'm already using to water everything. I know I can't touch that one until I get a steel axe. Yeah, see? But I can do all of this. I can get all of this clear and then have a completely fresh start as soon as possible. I don't know that I'm going to need all that room even during the summer. I'm going to try to upgrade the farm field over the summer. But I don't know that I'm going to need all this room. I may just fill in what I have here, and that'll still be more than what I'm growing now. And I have to keep in the back of my mind that I do not want to sell all of the strawberries from the second harvest. I want to keep about 60 of them to make absolutely certain that I have enough seeds to start the greenhouse full of strawberries. That's really kind of part of the whole strategy for this, is that once the strawberries get going in the greenhouse, that's, I don't know, maybe close to 20,000. No, maybe like 18,000 every 4 days. That's a big deal. That's a big deal when you're just starting out. In the first year, this chopping still does take a lot of time and a lot of energy, but even with just the copper axe, it's way better than it was before. The day one chopping is so painfully slow. That's why I left all those stumps. Alright, I think I'll get this little bit cleaned up, and then that's almost assuredly good for 2 seasons worth of growth, right? This, I couldn't possibly fill all of this up before winter, right? Right? No possible way. If I do, I will be very happy and very surprised. But I don't want to be growing faster than my quality sprinklers will allow. How many do I have? Nice. What have I got left? Alright. That was some good work. That was some good work today. We just need a steel axe for that. Okay, what have we got left here? Okay, we've got enough. I should probably just find a day a tortilla shirt. Okay, let's do that. Let's go. Let's see. I don't know about that tortilla shirt. I think we're gonna leave the tortilla shirt. Okay, and we're gonna put this stuff away. We're gonna start the morning with leaks for watering. So sometime in the summer, I think it's probably going to be time for me to upgrade my watering can and just leave the crops unwatered for a day. Oh, thank God. It's raining. It's raining, and it's my second strawberry crop. So we're just gonna harvest, and nothing else is gonna grow for this season. strawberries are not going to come again, and there's not enough time to plant anything else. So we'll just leave it all. We leveled up farming, that's good news. Hopefully that's our seed maker, and then we can just focus on making money to get the greenhouse up. The sooner the better. The sooner that greenhouse is up, the more money we're making, the more our cash flow is. Okay, so today, right, we want to keep it's going to be a while until we... Oh, it's a rainy day. It's a rainy day. So today's the day, guys. Today's the day. We're going to go try and catch the legend. We're going to try and go catch the legend. We're going to drop off our pickaxe at Clint's, and then we're going to try to catch the legend. So, first things first, we're going to keep these leeks. We're going to keep a few of these Gold Star strawberries. Let's say 10. We're going to keep 10 of those. And then we're going to take this down to 60. And we're going to keep those. Those are going to go in there. Where's my bobbers? Okay. So right now, we're going to... Right, we already took out the 60. Let me just double check myself that I put 60 strawberries in the chest, okay? So we are just going to sell the rest. We are going to keep these. This is what I need for today, to do my excursion to the mountain lake to catch the legend. We're going to drop off our copper pickaxe at Clint's. And that's that. Oh, we need our dish of the seas. Oh my goodness, if we would have went without that, we wouldn't even have had a chance. Alright. So let's go. Let's go. We're going to drop off the pickaxe at Clint's, and then we're going to go after the legend. And if we manage to catch the legend, then we need to gather the ingredients, the materials, to build a fish pond. And if we catch the legend, then that is our immediate goal, is to gather the materials for a fish pond, which, if I recall, I could be very wrong about this, is... okay. Seaweed, green algae, and stone, if I'm not mistaken. Fish pond, seaweed, green algae, and stone, yes. So while I'm waiting for Clint to open, we might get some algae. Or a catfish, that works too. it's almost open, so as soon as I catch this next thing, I'll walk over to Clint's. That's the catfish for sure. Okay. So, we've got plenty of everything. Upgrade tools, steel pickaxe. Fantastic. The 5,000 was actually cheaper than I thought it was going to be. And now, what year are you on? This is year 1 right now. This is still spring of year 1. Spring 25 of year 1. And I made it a goal of mine to make an attempt at catching the legend during first spring. So I spent a good deal of effort getting everything prepared, and now I'm ready to make the attempt. I just need to eat this dish of the sea to get my fishing level to 11. Yep, see? And then I should be able to catch this guy. If I'm skilled enough, which I can assure you I am not. But I've put a trap bobber on my fishing pole to hopefully give me a little bit of leeway while I am trying to catch him. If I do manage to catch him today, I will be building a fish pond to put him in, because this is going to be a JoJo run. I've never done a JoJo run before, and it's all about money. So if I do manage to reel in the legend, I will be putting him in a fish pond for that guaranteed gold income. We're all about the cash flow here on this farming farm. It's also the first time I've just focused on crops. So I kept the name simple and called it Farming Farm. Oh, there he is. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, it's going. It's not going well. Oh boy. Yep. Alright, we'll get another shot. We'll get another shot. We've got the whole day here. I did warn you I would have a chance at him. Does not mean I will absolutely catch him. But I gave it my best. And like I said, we've got all day, so we'll get another chance. I've got another dish of the sea, if this one wears off. I've got more trap bobbers. I've got more bait than I can use in a day. There he is again. Alright. We're not doing terrible here. It's definitely a struggle. No, definitely a struggle. It's the single bobber right now. The iridium rod here. The only way to get the double bobber is to have mastery in everything. You'd have to be level 10 everything. I am not that good at this game to be level 10 everything in spring of year 1. You can see I'm level 8 fishing, I'm level 8 farming, haven't done as much mining, foraging, and combat. Um, I am not a speedrunner, and I am not a what I would call a skilled gamer. So this is my first attempt at trying something as bold as getting the legend in Yr1. And I still have hopes. I mean, he's definitely beaten me twice already, but I have my hopes that I can reel him in one of these times. That second bobber really does help a lot. That's usually what I wait for. I usually wait for the fishing mastery to try this. Thankfully, time is paused while you're fighting a fish, because this takes a while. Oh boy. Oh boy. Come on, buddy, just give me a second to slow down. Ugh. I know, I usually do use the cork bobber. I usually do because it enlarges the fishing bar. But I thought it would be worth trying out this trap bobber so that he would escape slower while he was outside the bar. I don't know if it was the right call. I'm going to be honest about that. I think that might have been the wrong call. Because that's the third time he's gotten away today. And I'm not looking good. In these fights here, I am not looking good. It's looking pretty bad for me. Gonna need to refresh that here soon. Really just fingers crossed that one of these times I get lucky and he's not jumping top to bottom constantly. There he is. Ugh. He's really just so much better than me. See, this is what he does. Alright. We're gaming. I just need him to slow down for long enough to get some gains. Oh my gosh, I thought he was going to move. Oh, there it is. I'm not really a day resetter kind of guy. I mean, thankfully I did just get him. That's good news. I don't really like resetting days. I like to just play it as it is. You know? If I fail, I fail. I fail a lot. You gotta get used to that kind of thing. Roll with it. Alright, so we're gonna need some more green algae, so I might as well just keep fishing here for the day. Have you played a lot of Stardew Valley? And I think I can just save the other dish of the sea. I don't really need it at this point. No, you haven't. You just still on your first go through. Well, that's a carp. The one thing I'll say, wife plays, jumped in so we can play together. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. I haven't done much of the multiplayer. I have a son that I watched play the multiplayer. It's definitely a different game. Yeah. First go through on 3 farms for solo game. Yeah. I will definitely say this. If you aren't using the wiki, alt-tabbing out to the wiki, this game can be incredibly confusing. I have made liberal use of the Stardew wiki just to understand what's even going on. Yeah. It's a great chill game. It's wonderful for co-op, for spending time with people, for talking. It's not so competitive, so you can really have a conversation while you're playing. You know, more competitive games, more time-focused games. It's hard to just have a conversation with people while you're doing it. Still in your first month. Okay, so you're right about where I am right now. I've done this a few times before. I'm probably about 300 or 400 hours into this game right now. Into Stardew, not this playthrough. I would say about that. About 100 hours into 3 different farms. And this is my 4th. And I have yet to do a legit perfection run. I paid for perfection on 1 file. Yeah. It'll suck you in. Alright, I don't think I'm throwing anything away. I don't need the Neptune's glaive because I have the insect head already. I mean, it is a very good sword, but I do already have the insect head on the Switch. See, I've always wondered how it would be on a console. I think I'm just going to take that and go. I mean, I'm super happy with my progress today, just getting all that done. Just getting the legend caught on spring 25 of year 1. That's a huge accomplishment for me. So now it's a matter of getting the algae and the seaweed together to get the fish pond constructed. And then I'll have some guaranteed income. That's right, I'm full up. Yeah, and the seaweed and the green algae, they'll come. They'll come. That's not going to be an issue. I just need to spend the time fishing to get them. I'm not sure. I don't think I've saved any. Make sure I do not sell the legend. Be very. I tell you what, I'll put it in a chest before before I even go to the bin. Just to make sure. Saved any green algae or seaweed. So I'll need to fish those up. And it is about time that I do a geode cracking run and turn all this stuff into Gunther. It's about time. Haven't even given him a quartz yet. So I've got a lot of stuff to turn into Gunther. So that's probably what I do next. I think I'm going to go and just fish the river for green algae real quick, while I still have time left in the day. That's a huge triumph for me, catching the legend there. That took a lot of effort. I had to plan ahead for that, and I'm not a planner. I'm not someone that plans ahead. I like to just fly by the seat of my pants and see what happens. So that's a triumph in a couple ways. Did I level up fishing while I was up there? I feel like this is going farther than it was earlier. Because my Dish of the Sea is definitely worn off. No, I didn't. I just haven't fished in this spot for a while. Yeah, one of my ideas for another playthrough is, I mean, I know I've played it a few times, I kind of know things about the game already, but a playthrough where I 100% never open the wiki. I think that would be an interesting concept. It's just such a hard game to play without it. Can you do printouts? So I'm talking about, a self-imposed rule structure for a different playthrough. I am 100% using the wiki right now, like as we speak. Throughout the game, I will alt tab out to the wiki to see why Willie isn't in his shop, or where Jody is on the map today, who loves what gift. But I do think there's a place for a run where no printouts, no alt tab to wiki. You just have to raw dog the game and see what happens. I think that could provide some fun times. It would be more fun, yeah, for my next run. That's what I mean. No printouts, no guides, no wiki, nothing. Just raw dog the game and see what happens. I've played it a few times now, so it's maybe a little unfair. But there's still so much stuff that I check every day. You making your own notes? I think as long as they were made after the run started, as in no pre-planned notes, you know what I mean? I think that could fall under the rules, yeah. Yeah, I could definitely write things down during the run, but no pre-planning, and no writing things down while I'm not streaming, I think, It has to be knowledge only gained from within the game. I've got this one cast left in me, and then I need to eat something. I don't know how long I want to stay here. I got one more green algae. I think I'll just use up this energy from that strawberry and then call it a day. Restrict your notes to like a single sheet of paper. I think really just restricting them to notes taken while playing, I think would be enough. I think over the course of a playthrough I might use more than a single sheet of paper. Although I haven't really done note-taking with Stardew because the wiki's always right there, right? So I don't know how many notes I might want to take. Alright, there's some bubbles there. Yeah, no, I like this idea. I like this train of thought. I'm going to keep going with this run. This is a crop-focused run. I've never done a crop-focused run before. My first one was all mushrooms. It was on the forest farm, so it was foraging-based. Second one was fishing-based on the beach farm. Third one was chicken-based on the Meadowland farm. I did a mayo mayonnaise empire. The old school way of gaming. Yeah, I remember. I played Diablo 1 when it first came out. Raw dogging the game, yeah. I remember going to a used bookstore and finding a Diablo guide and reading all kinds of stuff that I definitely did not know before. Those were fun times. Finding a video game guide at the used bookstore. I think I'm just dropping all this in the bin. I need this money. Alright. We've got 3 green algae now. We need 5 green algae and 5 seaweed to get robin, and I think 200 stone, maybe 300 stone. We have it already to get robin to build a fish pond for us. I think what I might do is have her move the shipping bin and put the fish pond here. Just have her move the shipping bin down and over or something like that. Or down or across this way over to the house and then put the fish pond there.
Yeah.
And for tomorrow, grab the watering can. That's going to be the first half of my day. These rainy days have been really nice to not have to spend half a day watering. But actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I just harvested these strawberries today. There's not 4 days left in the season, so there won't be another strawberry crop. So I can stop watering. I can stop watering. The pickaxe is at Clint's. And, I mean, I don't have too much wood. I don't know if there is such a thing as too much wood in this game. I might want to go foraging or just keep fishing for gold for the next couple days until I can get my pickaxe back. I think that might be what I do. Just keep fishing for gold until I get my pickaxe back. And green algae and seaweed. Alright, that's the plan. Alright, nice, but not a seed maker. So that must be level 9 farming when you get the recipe for a seed maker. Part of this run, I'm doing crop focused only, so I'm going to be a primary producer. I am not building kegs. I know this is sacrilegious to playing Stardew Valley, but I am not building kegs. I'm going to be selling raw produce only. I will build some preserve jars for the roe from the Legend Fish Pond, but I'm not going to do the ancient fruit wine empire like I normally end up doing. We'll see how it goes. point, so I think we'll probably just fish for gold and algae and seaweed, because miracle of miracles. Oh, I do need to water those couple carrots, but that's just 2 things. Hey, come back. Love you, buddy. Good dog. I did discover in this playthrough that carrots are actually a wonderful source of energy. So those seed spots are not as worthless as I originally thought. They're some of the highest energy crops in spring. I think a base level carrot was 70 energy, which is huge for this early in the game. So what are we doing? We're just fish off the bridge and then fish in the sea once we get 2 more green algae. I thought sunfish didn't start until summer. There's one. So do you play any other games? Do you have games that you play regularly? Oh, well, this is more than enough coral to make a bait maker. Okay, so would that be foraging then, I guess? Oh, there's some bubbles. We're looking for 5 seaweed. Might spend the whole day fishing just to get it. Marvel Rivals, slow down on that. Is that like a MOBA, or is that like a first-person shooter arena? I've heard of it. Lego games. Yeah. Yeah. That's what. I've played some League of Legends, and I'm kind of done with that stuff, you know? I'm kind of done with the people being toxic to each other. I just want to chill. I just want to chill, mate. I'm not playing games to be more stressed than usual. I'm playing games to relax. Well, let's stay until the bubbles are gone. You know, games are meant to be a fun thing to do. I shouldn't be feeling stress over whether I'm winning or not. I have never played Animal Crossing, though. I've heard a lot of good things about it. Is it kind of similar to Stardew? I only just picked up Stardew within the last year or so. I still do play Diablo 1 and Diablo 2 and Path of Exile sometimes, although I think Path of Exile has kind of progressed beyond my computer's capabilities. When a lot of stuff comes up on the screen, it tends to freeze desync and kick me out. Yeah, but yeah, I still do. I still do play Diablo 1, for crying out loud. Been playing it for 30 years. And Diablo 2 was great, but when Diablo 3 kind of started going a different direction, I started to not like it anymore. There's one seaweed. I've been here. Well, it's only 10:30 a.m. Alright. We're good. We're good. We're chilling. I like to do gardening in my spare time, and I generally tend to gravitate towards games that play along a similar thread. That's the Diablo I know. Diablo 1 and 2, Diablo 3. Excuse me. Not used to talking this much. I only just started doing this streaming yesterday. Only because it's on the Switch. Oh, I get you, yeah. I've played Diablo 3 on the Switch, and as far as Switch games go, it's really good. As far as Diablo games go, I don't think it's that great. I feel like, I don't know if you've ever played Grim Dawn. Grim Dawn was another very similar game. And I feel like Diablo 3 started kind of taking a lot of cues and hints from the way Grim Dawn was made, because it's much more controller friendly. Okay, the sardines I'm going to keep for Dish of the Seas, but the rest can go, and I only ever need one bait maker, so we'll just keep fishing it. We'll just keep fishing the day away. Fingers crossed to get more seaweed. The Switch was such a wonderful invention. It's just a shame about the controllers. Have they fixed those yet? The joysticks seem to go bad so quickly. And replacing the controllers with Nintendo brand was so expensive. I would get the cheap brand knockoffs and they wouldn't last any longer either. I'd have to just keep buying controllers every so often. It's been years since I've had a Switch. We had a Wii when our kids were younger. That was wonderful, and so the Switch was kind of the very obvious spiritual successor to the Wii. And if you have younger kids, that's just such a wonderful platform because they get to get up and move around. But my kids are older now. I don't really need that anymore. I tend to enjoy PC games. Alright, there's seaweed number 2. It's possible we could get them all today. Probable is a different story, but possible for sure. .3 months old. Okay. Well, she'll grow into it, right? she'll grow into it. I much preferred the Wii and the Switch over the other modern consoles just because they incorporate movement into it. And you can't beat a good game of Mario Kart, you know? Mario Kart is pretty hard to beat when it comes to having fun with your family. There's seaweed number 3. I don't actually know how much gold this fish pond is going to be. Mario Party is also just a roaring good time. Yes. Yes, absolute good time playing Mario Party. So many mini games. See, Super Smash Brothers, I still feel like was better on the N64. But that's a classic. Alright, there's still time for me to go back and get more tackle. Yeah, Super Smash Brothers is just a classic game. It's all classic stuff. It's hard to beat Nintendo when it comes to that kind of stuff. You know, you could have a PlayStation and it's just not going to be as fun, that good family fun. I remember playing N64 Super Smash Brothers with my siblings and friends when it first came out. We were young. We would do so many stupid rules. That's part of what I loved about it, is you could set the settings for any given match to whatever you want. Chili sardines. We're gonna save sardines. We don't have to save all the sardines though. So we would set, 99 lives, 100,000 HP or something, make it an absolute grueling slog fest. And then we'd have other games where you have 1 HP, and as soon as someone taps you, you fly into the atmosphere. Dressed spinners are 1,000 each, so I think I'm not going to do that. I'll probably just do regular spinners. There's bubbles down there. Can I reach them? And they're gone. Alright, we're really just hoping for 2 more seaweed. Let's go back to my favorite chillin' spot on the pier here. This is just my favorite spot for no other reason than that it is. I don't think there's any actual benefit to throwing the line into that spot next to the rock there, but I just like doing it. Starting to feel exhausted, okay. To take us for quite a while. Just looking for 2 more seaweed. There's one. Speak of the devil. One more seaweed. Just looking for one more seaweed. Not that one. And then we're out of here. And probably... I guess my pickaxe should be ready tomorrow. So tomorrow would be a good day to take all my geodes to Clint and then do a good big turn-in of minerals and artifacts. And get a fish pond from Robin. Oh boy, there it is. Seaweed number 5. I mean, I guess theoretically, yeah, I could just fish until I have no energy. And then go to bed. I'm not doing anything else with my day, so I might as well use it and get some gold. Yeah, every once in a while I'll log back on to League of Legends and play a game and remind myself why I don't play that anymore. Hey! Hey! Yes, now we have a chance of getting roe in fishing chests. That's just more money. More money. I mean, maybe I'm just too old. Maybe my reflexes are too slow. And I'm just not good at competitive games anymore because the people I'm competing with have grown up on graphics cards that are more powerful than my whole computer. You know, maybe that's all it is that I'm just obsolete. Or maybe I'm just wanting to chill. And I have no desire for a game to be stressful or even exciting. You know? Catching the legend on spring of Yr1, that's pretty exciting. I think that's about as high as my excitement levels go for gaming these days. One more cast after this. That's that. All right. Ready to go. Put a bunch of fish in the bin for Lewis to fumble around with at 3 o'clock in the morning. I mean, if that's kind of creepy, isn't it? Some dude just taking a bunch of stuff out of the bin right outside your bedroom window at 3 a.m. That's a little bit weird. Like, I promise I'm only going to look in the bin. I promise I'm not going to look anywhere else. Just in the bin. Okay, Lewis. Got 7 sardines. That's not bad. Alright. We got our 5 seaweed. I'll grab my algae from the other one and bring it over here. We are saving the sardines for cooking, which means we can sell these other ones. Saving that for a bait maker. Rice shoots is too late. Okay. So we'll get our some weirdo going through your pockets taking money. Yeah, that's a fair point. That's a fair point. I spent a good few nights this spring passing out on purpose, because if you level up during the day, when you pass out at night, they still take your money, which is up to 10%. 10% up to 1,000 gold is the maximum, I think. But if you level up during the day, you don't get penalized on the energy in the morning. You wake up fully rested, not exhausted. So, best case scenario, early on in spring of year 1, if you level up during the day, you go spend all your gold on seeds or whatever, and then you just fish until you pass out, so you make the most possible money out of it. Once you get later into the game, the money doesn't matter anymore, but someone rifling through your pockets is always weird, right? I do find it a little funny that, like, hey, I leveled up fishing during the day, so you know what? Someone can carry me home to my bed. It's just a weird thought process. I did really good today. I'm going to pass out in the street and just trust that someone is going to know exactly where I live, have a key to my house, and be very nice and put me in my bed for me. Alright, so tomorrow we want to keep our hoe, but this is what we should do. We should upgrade the watering can. Okay, and then we're going to need that. Okay, so upgrade the watering can. I'm going to check the wiki. The fish pond is 5,000 gold. Very affordable. Very affordable. So we'll have the fish pond tomorrow. We'll upgrade our watering can tomorrow. And we will just, yeah, I do want to leave everything behind if I can. Put this cave carrot where it belongs, in the foraging bin. That's fine, I don't mind if it gets my only ruby. Okay. Alright. That is quite the day planned tomorrow. Good night, bud. Yeah, I'm I'm going to take the Forester level 9 fishing. Nice. Well, that was decidedly not a lot of gold. Steel pickaxe is ready, right? I have no inventory slots open, and I am not carrying any tools. So I need to go to the museum first, but I literally have nothing to do until then. So I am just going to walk to the museum and stand outside of the door for approximately 2 hours, because that's not weird at all. I can't talk to anyone because everything that I'm carrying would be considered a gift, except for the watering can. There we go. Ooh. I mean, I'll take the quest, but I don't think in 2 days. I'm not even that far. I think I'm level 55. Is it frost jellies? Okay, I can do it then. I could do that. Do not romance anyone. So I do, generally speaking, but I wait. I let that wait. I try to get the farm set up to be a good money-making venture first, and usually what happens is I get the greenhouse going. I wait until I get the greenhouse going and put some fruit trees in the greenhouse. Pomegranates and peaches are universally liked and sell for a good bit of money. 55 has frost jellies, cool. Yeah, I'll probably get that done in the next 2 days then. So I generally wait until I can just carry around a stack of pomegranates, and it doesn't matter who I gift them to, they at least like it. And then at some point I decide who I would like to marry and start giving them their favorite gifts. But yeah, generally I just wait. Oh, they open at 8. I'm just standing there for no reason. Generally I just wait until I have a universally liked gift that I'm constantly harvesting more of, so that I can just have a stack of them in my inventory at all times. Sometimes that's mayonnaise. I know a few people do hate mayonnaise, but like, look, if I've got a chicken farm, then mayonnaise is what I've got. Alright, let's put the dwarf scrolls there. Alright, now let's go open all of these geodes. That's actually awesome. A starfruit seed is actually awesome. Let's go open these geodes. I think I have to wait for 9 for him. But yes, I've married Leah, I've married Penny, and I've married Abigail. Egg is almost universal. Maybe. If I'm doing chickens, I turn every egg into mayonnaise for the money, for the profit. And so I'm not walking around carrying eggs. I guess I just have a different priority structure. I'm not as social. Just all around, I'm not as social. So, befriending the villagers tends to wait and be my last priority. I know you get useful recipes and everything, and haven't really needed to have those recipes early in the game yet. I've been fine waiting. Oh my gosh, I stood there longer than I thought. Alright, so we're gonna upgrade the watering can. Oh, I brought steel. I brought iron instead of copper. Well, that is just an ADHD shame, huh? Alright, process geodes. Just romance the people my wife tries to romance. Oh man, competition. I've never had competition. Yeah, that sounds like comedy. That sounds like comedy. I think I'm really open to just about anyone that is single in this game. I don't think there's any of the single... well, no, never mind. I'll take that back. Emily and Haley, both of them kind of creep me out a little bit. Everyone else is kind of cool. I'm open to like Elliot, Sebastian, Sam. Alex isn't really my style. I feel like the wizard and Clint and Marlin should be open. And for crying out loud, Marnie too, you know? If Lewis is not going to admit that they're in a relationship, then she should be out looking. She's a hard-working gal. She deserves a good man, you know? See, I don't like any of that. Not a big decorator. I'm gonna leave it there and open some more geodes. I can't imagine if they would, implement actual romantic competition in the game. That would be pretty crazy. Because each of the single people... Oh, Harvey's single as well. I always forget about Harvey. I mean, if Harvey is available to be romanced, then why is Clint not? Just because he's so darn obsessed with Emily? Alright. We've been through all of our geodes. We have completely failed to upgrade our watering can. And we're ready to go order the fish pond to put the legend in. Big news on that. It'll be ready just shortly. The only comp is if you romance more people, there's a cut scene where they confront you and everyone breaks up with you. I've heard that you can romance more than one person. I've never tried that. I have no interest in trying that. I've also heard you can cheat on your spouse. I have no interest in trying that. Oh, I haven't even checked the cave yet. I'm gonna tell him it hasn't. I haven't even checked it yet. I've got to be honest about that. Alright. fish pond. Oh, actually, first. Okay, so the house, the mailbox is attached to the house. That is interesting. What I might do, I might just shift the house one over, or do I just leave the house where it is? I might put the house back here. Let's see where my sprinklers are going to land. So I'm currently counting sprinkler spaces. So there. Excuse me. So I'll put the house here. And I'll slide my shipping bin. Where are we going to put the shipping bin? Just right behind the mailbox? Or all the way back? Or right by the road? I think we just put it right next to the mailbox like that. Okay. And then we build the fish pond. There, I guess. We're only going to have the one. And we're not allowed to block the spouse's area. So I guess that's where it's going to go, right there. Cool deal, Robin. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't get too into the romance. I definitely marry, and one of the things I do is I immediately, after I upgrade the house, I immediately remove the crib so that we can't have kids. That is the thing I do. You know, I think I still have time to make it back to Clint's with the proper stuff. That can go in the bin. There's no room. Okay. That can go in the bin. It's never used for anything else ever again. Okay. Oh, right, I don't need these anymore. Those can go in the forage bin. And I need 5 copper bars. And then just run directly to Clint. It's going to take 2 days. That means the first day. I don't know. I guess it'll be okay. It's just things won't get watered on day 1. Kind of a shame, but it's not the end of the world. There we go. Excuse me. I think if the children in the game played more of a part, I think I might spend more time on the romance and having kids, but currently the kids I don't need anything, Jody. Currently the kids, they're just not not really much of a thing. They're just kind of a useless extra chore every day that doesn't really do anything. They never grow up. Alright, so today was finally a day where I just kind of have extra time. So now I think what I'd like to do I just block part of the stairs? I don't think I should. Eventually these are going to get replaced by big chests, and a workbench is going to go between these two. This is going to be all the woodland type materials, and this is going to be all the mining type materials. And eventually, that workbench being between those two means I can make just about anything without having to go to another chest. Okay, we've got grass popping back up on the farm. I mean, that is a bunch of energy. I might just keep these carrots. See what I mean about the carrots? Look at all that energy. Versus a strawberry. And they only take 3 days to grow. Don't sleep on the artifact spots, that's for sure. Or the seed spots, I mean. Alright, let's get the furnaces a little more out of the way. And we can make one more gold bar. That's one more sprinkler. Alright, let's see what we've got. Oh no, actually the watering can should be ready on the day of the 1st. So we should be able to start on day 1. Alright, what are we picking back up? Alright. What can I move out of this chest? I really need a dresser. I don't like to throw away clothes. I obviously do sometimes when my inventory's full. But I don't like to. Alright. Summer squash seeds. A lost book. I don't think there was any more spots over here. No. All right. Oh, we can now that we have the steel pickaxe, we can destroy these big ones. So that's at least another step in cleaning up the farm. I'll just use up my energy and then be done for the day. And I'm gonna head out out for the day. Be done streaming for now, at least. I might come back later this evening, but we'll see about that. Been on for 2 hours and 40 minutes, so that's not bad for me. I thought I would struggle to go beyond about 2 hours, but I can feel myself kind of getting tired of talking all the time. I'm not really a chatty kind of person. Alright, so that's that. We got 2 harvests of strawberries. You might be on later? Alright. If I am, it'll be probably 4 hours from now or so. Alright, so we got a lot done here. Caught the legend. That's a big deal. Got 2 harvests of strawberries. We got level 9 fishing, level 8 farming. Didn't make much mining progress, but that's going to be the next thing to focus on. So thank you. Nah, home with the baby by then. Alright, well, thank you for joining me. I appreciate the company. Appreciate the conversation. I hope you enjoyed your time. And I hope to see you again. Hit the follow button and you'll get a notification whenever I'm streaming again. Ooh, 80 gold. And I hope to be streaming just about every day. Usually in the morning, once for a couple hours, and then in the afternoon for a couple hours. So, thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks for the follow.